Welcome to Disability Rights Podcast, where we talk about everything about Social Security disability. Today, we will list out the top 10 mistakes you need to avoid when filing a Social Security disability case. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay informed on essential topics related to Social Security disability. Let's get started. The number one on our list is understanding everything about the system and how Social Security and its offered benefits work. Applying for Social Security disability is more than just paperwork. It's about understanding their system and how it works. Before you submit your application, you must do your homework. Learning about available benefits and criteria for qualification, and getting ready and organizing all the papers and documents you need to file for benefits. Knowledge will be your best ally in the process of filing your case. You should remember that. So again, the number one thing you need to avoid is not knowing what is the available program that will be available for you and not doing your part in compiling your important documents. So make sure before you fill out the papers and submit them to the Social Security Administration that you understand what you need and what SSA needs from you. Number two will be checking your claim status. It will not only speed up your case, but also help catch any mistakes. Social Security can sometimes misplace paperwork or fail to notify your denied claims, so regularly checking and asking for updates from the Social Security Administration will benefit you. Stay proactive and always call your local Social Security office for updates. Number three, when you apply for Social Security disability benefits, you are declaring a physical or mental impairment has prevented you from performing substantial work activity for at least a year, or that you will not be able to do so. However, when you apply for unemployment benefits, you are declaring that you should find suitable employment, you are prepared and available to work. Please take note that most disability lawyers don't advise simultaneously collecting unemployment benefits while applying for SSDI benefits. This caution stems from the potential risk that your SSDI claim might be denied and you might not get any benefits from the Social Security Administration. Number four, we'll be skipping taking your prescribed medications. The Social Security Administration, or SSA, assesses the credibility of your claim by looking into whether you've sought medical attention for your illness and followed your doctor's recommendations. The SSA might conclude that your condition isn't as severe and limiting as you claim it. It is if you don't take your prescription drugs as directed. There are, however, a few legitimate excuses for not adhering to a doctor's recommendation, such as financial hardships or adverse drug reactions that worsen the symptoms being treated. So as long as you have the medical records supporting this claim, it will be okay. So make sure to always keep and compile anything medical documents related to your claim. Number five, failing to submit an appeal by the deadline after getting rejected. This is the reason why you should always update your local Social Security office. After receiving the notice of denial, you only have 60 days to file an appeal. You should note that it is only 2 months. 2 months to file an appeal and go to the next step for you to succeed in getting the benefits for your claim. You will have to start the procedure over and submit a new claim if you don't request an appeal by this deadline. Number six is exaggerating your disability. You shouldn't try to make your condition seem worse than it is. Even though you shouldn't minimize the effects of your disability or downplay its symptoms. Examiners for Social Security disability benefits will look for discrepancies between the information you submit and the diagnoses made by your physician. Always honesty is the best policy. Number seven, doing a substantial amount of work and filing for disability. Find if your monthly gross income exceeds $1,550, which is set by SSA, which is deemed substantial gainful activity. You will need to resign from your position or reduce your hours worked to qualify for SSDI benefit. This is valid even if you're making significantly less money than you were previously and your documented medical condition forced you to switch from full-time to part-time employment. Even if your income is below a threshold, the SSA still considers your ability to work a substantial gainful activity. We've already explained a bit of what is substantial gainful activity in one of our past episodes, so make sure to also check them out, but I will try to make another episode talking about it. Number 8, not getting consistent and ongoing medical care. This is very important, guys. This is one of the most common mistakes that we see in why their claims are getting denied. Your word alone will not be sufficient to qualify you for disability benefits. Even though you may be too ill to work, you must show credible medical documentation demonstrating that your illness prevents you from working. And you can only do this if your illness has been treated continuously and consistently for the last 12 to 18 months. As I'm always saying, those documents are your proof that your condition is limiting you from performing tasks in your work and obtaining a substantial gainful activity. Without those documents, the Social Security Administration will likely deny your claim. Number 9, being vague about your employment history. Disability decisions are based on your work history, which should fully detail the requirements of your prior jobs, in addition to your medical records, to make sure whether you would be able to return to a prior job or if your impairment would prevent you from doing a substantial gainful activity. So claim examiners will closely review your work history. Now, for the last mistake that you need to avoid, you may not expect this, but it is not properly filling out the paperwork. This is one of the simplest ways to lose out on the benefit you are applying. Even though applying for these benefits can be challenging, the necessary paperwork must still be completed correctly. If you're feeling unsure, you can visit the nearest Social Security office to guide you, or you can ask help from a disability lawyer to help you out with the forms you need to submit. It will be a waste if the only reason why you got denied is because you did not properly fill out the forms, right? So I hope you take note of the top 10 mistakes you need to avoid when filing your case. And that's it for today. I hope you don't fall for these mistakes, and I hope you will be able to win your disability case. If you need more guidance, you should contact an experienced disability lawyer. So feel free to call us at Nationwide Disability Law. Our contacts are in the description box below. If you have any questions, you can write them down in the comment section below. Make sure to like and click the subscribe button. Well, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for hanging out and learning about Social Security disability with me. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. If you need more guidance, Nationwide Disability Law is here for you. See you again for our next Nationwide Disability Law series, where we help you know everything about disability law. Take care. And until then, stay informed and stay strong.